Hello, YouTube. We're watching the Indie Game Awards 2025. It's airing in 7 minutes. Seven minutes. Okay, we got a couple minutes. Anyways, Indie Game Awards. Let me know your predictions and desires in the comments or something. I don't know. Anyways, Indie Game Awards. Is Claire winning everything here too? I don't know, Baumon. We haven't watched it yet. We just got here. If you guys start making a big fuss about Claire Obscure again today, though, as you did like on the regular Game Awards, I'm gonna mute you for 10 hours. John will mute you for 10 hours, and he'll spit in your eye. Is just under his blankie? Probably. Okay. Oh, shh. It's starting. Oh, never mind. It says countdown.
Welcome to
never mind. It's starting.
IGA's Countdown.
Wait, countdown.
I'm Kelsey Lintandro, and I'm here to jog your memories a bit ahead of the big show. For the next 20 minutes, we're going to take a brief look back at the 10 indies nominated for Game of the Year. Absolem, And Roger, Consume Me, Blueprints, Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector, Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Keep Driving, and Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo.
I have not even heard of that.
We'll also take a checkpoint here and there to spotlight our wonderful sponsors who helped us put this whole production together. All right, let's get to it.
Oh, I didn't know they were gonna have like a whole pre-show thing. Weeble Sassy Pants during the Game Awards. Jazzy? You would think that Claire Obscure killed their family. Remember the Playdate from years ago? Looks kind of bad. I think I have friends who like have the Playdate and I feel like they like it. I don't know if I'm making that up. Burr played this. Yeah, Absalom, right? It did look neat. I feel like I remember him liking it. Mute this, hi Yodes. Yeah, well, Claire Obscure saved my family from a burning building and pulled my dog from a runaway carriage. That's crazy. I didn't even know that. That's wild because they lent me their Ferrari too. Wow. Really makes you think. Buffalo cauliflower pieces are like the size of my palm. Oh, well, hang on. That's pretty good then, actually. So you were saying that that's like, that they actually like hook you up. Okay, well, that's rare. Dang, a Ferrari. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay, dang. I didn't realize they were gonna have like this whole, like just kind of pre-show thing. What will we do now? Wait, this kind of looks cool though. What is this? It's like... Why do you like... It's like little games. What is this? Damn, we going for a drive? I need a drink. I should have made some tea. I'm gonna go grab a sparkling water. Think about cauliflower wings. Prince. What's everybody eating for dinner? Guys, I ordered Olive Garden bucket of oop last night, but it wasn't a very good ratio of oop. Here's the problem, because I get like minestrone and it's really good, but kind of on topic of what we're saying actually, it has, okay, so it has like beans and little pastas, and like tomato and like green beans and zucchini, but it has to have the right ratio. I need it to be at least like half beans and pasta and then the rest like veggies. But what I don't like is when it's like 80% vegetables and like 10% beans and 10% pasta. That's not the right ratio. It's not enough. I don't want to eat just zucchini soup. Anyways, the ratio was really bad. The other time that I got it, perfect ratio. This time I got it, bad ratio. There's only enough like beans and pasta for like one bowl of soup, and I still have 2 more sessions to go. What do I do about that? Die?
Stop the whole thing blowing up in our faces. Or Eugene. He's a loud mouth, but he's tough as hell.
I already had my dinner. What did you have?
You have to tell us about Vesna. Or we find someone new. but
Wait, I had... What is that?
have new problems. The belt is wide, sleeper. So whatever comes
French
after
fries,
this,
chicken fingers, and pepperoni pizza.
never
That's
smooth.
an interesting meal. That's like what I would want to eat in high school.
Hello, Indie Game Awards. It's us,
Oh.
Playdate, the little yellow game console with a crank. Playdate is made for fun and comes with 24 free games, plus hundreds more available in our store.
I didn't actually know that much about the Playdate.
Some you know, and some we'd love for you to meet. Here's just a little taste.
That's kind of fun that the Playdate sponsored them in this. I'm gonna eat a giant baked potato with cheese, bacon, pulled pork, barbecue sauce, and an excessive amount of butter. I'm gonna be sick about it later.
Plus, every single
I've been
Playdate
there.
is
That sounds
also available,
awesome, though.
Just waiting for you to make your own game. You don't even have to know how to code to get started. Ready for your Playdate?
Wait,
Find us
why
at
were we hating on the Playdate? That's kind of cool.
Soon she'll wake.
The potatoes these guys have are so big they don't fit on my plates. That's crazy.
Paint a new number.
That's what I need, because I feel like every time I have a baked potato, I want like 3 of them.
One stroke. And every one of that age vanishes into nothingness.
Damn it, these aren't even the chips I thought I grabbed.
Every year she paints a new. And every year
I always have 2.
this mission
I feel like I can eat an absurd amount of potatoes, though.
so she can never meet death again. We'll break the cycle so she can't steal anyone else's future.
This world is full of wonders.
Yet everywhere we go, we walk with death.
These ones.
The only ones left.
Pretzel crackers. Sorry, hang on, sorry. Pretzel crackers. I need to play the DLC for this.
Even if we fail,
I re-downloaded Claire Obscure, but I haven't opened it back up yet.
right? We are Expedition 33.
Stream DLC? No, because I can play the rest of the game on stream. But it's kind of like a silly, goofy DLC, I think. Also, I've seen so much stuff about this game consume me. I need to play it. You almost sent me a key. Wait, why? But like, what made you think of it?
Daughter of Hades, princess of the underworld. It would seem that you are finally prepared. But time itself is against us.
It sounds like a game you might play. That's funny. I know it's on my wish list.
Come to Mount Olympus.
I keep seeing it everywhere. I think they even mentioned it at the actual Game Awards.
Now to your family's defense. Or shall you strike our enemy in the heart of the underworld?
You know me, Headmistress. I'll do both. It's now or never.
We witches oft are underestimated, but I am well aware how capable you are.
I have to be more than that. This family, they deserve their vengeance. But I cannot stop Kronos on my own. Will you aid me?
We got your back, sister, so just keep moving forward. Care for a little wager here? Bet I'll take more of them than you. Let's see how strong you really are.
Time would wear us down, but with patience, we can withstand him until our night arrives.
This is it.
Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
I got a double cracker. Double cracker. Wait, I think I still owe a couple. Don't I owe a couple ornaments now? Other than for Sky? Don't. I should probably look. I don't even know what this one is. My Annapurna don't want none. Good one, Polar. Good one. Wait, what is this? It's kind of cute. Oh my god, he was doing 6-7. Do you see it? 6-7, 6-7. Do you see the robot? It's a story about the future. Wait, but this looks like a good future. What's your indie game of the year? What is my indie game of the year? The problem with once we get to the end of the year and I gotta think about all this stuff is like, it's hard for me to remember what the heck I did in the beginning of the year. Because I feel like, unfortunately, an obvious choice would be like Clair Obscur. I played that one off stream and it was fantastic. But let's say barring Clair Obscur. I gotta think back to all the things I played. I mean, Hades 2 was also really good, but also another one that I played off stream. I'm trying to think of ones that I played on stream. Wanderstop was really good. What else did I play? It's hard to remember past like October. I did play Haste. It was okay. I wasn't in love with it, but like it was good. Grunt was not this year, John. Not Blueprints. If I didn't keep going, maybe Blueprints. Yeah, John. That was a year ago. Oh, brother. He's cooked. Hi, Wine. We could look back, I guess. You know what? This doesn't seem efficient at all. I don't know why I tried to do it like this, but... I mean, Clover Pit was like, okay. I did like No I'm Not Human. I'm trying to see if one stands out as like a, ooh, definitely. Megabonk was really good. I do still play Megabonk sometimes at night. Perdling was pretty cute. I liked Wandering Village. Unbeatable seems really, really good, but I haven't played the full game yet. I only played the demo. Actually, I think we're already back into last year. Yeah, that's kind of tough. I mean, I guess I would probably have to say Clair Obscur. But again, if I'm like barring that... Man, what's like a big standout for me? I might honestly, I'd have to say maybe Megabonk or maybe even like No, I'm Not Human. You can check your Steam recap. That's true. How the hell is it not Blueprints? I'm telling you guys, I got too deep into it. I'm telling you, it literally ruined it for me that I kept playing. I should have stopped at room 46, and it might have made my game of the year.
Right now.
I got in too deep and it made me too angry. The payoff was not worth it.
2025 Indie Game Awards. My name is Mike Towndrow.
And I'm Kyle Stevenson. Whether it's late at night or early in the morning where you're tuning in from, we're so thrilled to have you here celebrating indies with us.
Tonight is about the human beings who drive our industry forward.
It soiled it.
Hearts and souls into the experiences that bring us a bit of light in a dark, scary world. No game announcements, razor-sharp mascots, or Hollywood icons, just the people behind the games we've all poured countless hours into.
The IGAs are a representation of indie professionals.
Rhythm Doctor. Wait, I think I've seen a couple people mention Rhythm Doctor. I gotta go look it up.
6-1 Indie might be
oh, I forgot they have their own subtitles.
Organization of everything, but tonight wouldn't be possible without our fellow indie game showcases, members of the game's media.
Did you play South of Midnight? I didn't end up playing South of Midnight, but I've seen other people play it and it looked really good.
It really does take a village to organize a show.
That's true, that was this year.
Voices from across the industry.
We also have to take a moment to show all the love to our sponsors for literally putting their money where their mouths are to support
Rhythm Doctor is great. Ooh, somebody remind me to look it up after this.
For the suit jacket. See, we listened to the feedback from last year.
What about you guys? Do you guys have an indie game pick of the year?
Bears repeating that
what do you
the
think?
IGAs are strictly an awards-only ceremony. I'd love to tell you all about Hotline Miami 3, but that's not what tonight is about. It's about recognizing the achievements of
haven't played in a year. Oh, has it been in like early access?
Here's a quick rundown of how it's all going to go down.
All of our nominees have either launched in 1.0 or early access between November 1st, 2024 and October 31st, 2025. To ensure a diverse selection of indie games across all categories, each game can be nominated for only one general category. This rule doesn't apply to the community management, community picks, and game of the year categories, as well as categories from our fellow indie game showcases. And of course, games developed using generative AI are ineligible for nomination.
Based.
For a detailed rundown of eligibility and how our nominees were selected,
6-1 Indie always does a really good job with this stuff.
Remember, tonight is a celebration. If your favorite game leaves empty-handed or wasn't nominated at all, that's okay. There are a lot of indie games out there, way more than we could possibly feature on this show. As we head into the holidays, please keep being a supportive backbone for your favorite indies and the people who created them.
Need a place to start? Head over to the official
IGA
Peak.
Steam event. Yeah, that's true. Peak is pretty up there for me. Those are really good ones.
And more. Gift a game to a friend for the holidays, treat yourself during the break, or just
Peak is a good pick.
Button on anything that piques your interest.
Peak.
Okay, enough preamble. Let's get into the evening's first category.
I think it's Blueprints. That's fair.
The latest and greatest in Witch
again, I got too deep into it.
From Electric Saint.
Hello, my name is Anna Hollenrake, and I'm the creative director at Electric Saint. Our first award shines a spotlight on a whole new wave of incredible voices that have recently
How's the sound
joined
volume? Is
the
it okay?
indie scene. Launching a game for the very first time takes a lot of creativity, guts, and commitment. And in this industry, that's no mean feat. So, with that in mind, our nominees for
Did
debut
get pretty
game
obscure at the end.
Discounty by Crinkle Cut Games. Fretless, The Wrath of Riftsun by Ritual Studios.
I haven't seen that one.
Isla, A Frosty Glide by Magic Rain Studios.
I haven't seen that one either.
Sorry We're Closed by
I want to
Alamo
play this
Games.
one. This has been on my list, but I haven't gotten to it. Sorry We're Closed always
Claire
looks good.
Obscure, Expedition 33 by Sandful Interactive.
Okay, tough competition.
Tyrant's Realm by Team Tyrant.
Whoa, what the heck was that? Wait, that was crazy.
And the debut game award goes to...
I mean, come on.
Claire Obscure,
Yeah.
Expedition 33 by
I get that.
Sandful Interactive.
Come on, that's rough. That's a rough competition. Look, last year we had Balatro that swept, and this year we got the Claire Obscure sweep. It's not new. It just happens sometimes.
Thoughtful implementation of accessibility means games can be enjoyed by everyone.
Here to celebrate a few developers making that the standard for our industry is Lori Kate Dale, founder of Accessibility and the Accessibility Showcase.
Hello everyone, my name's Laura Kate Dale. I'm a disabled gamer, accessibility advocate, and host of the Accessibility Summer Showcase. I'm honoured to be here today to introduce the nominees and winner for the Achievement in Accessibility Award. Over the past 5 or so years, the video game industry has come forward in leaps and bounds in terms of how we standardise accessibility for disabled players. However, perhaps more impressive to me are the ways that indie developers are innovating in the accessibility space, redefining who we consider in accessibility efforts, and what ways we approach helping more people to engage with more genres of games. Video games as a medium should be accessible to everyone. If we love this medium, we should want as many people as possible to be able to play, and these 6 nominees have gone above and beyond in terms of finding new ways to help make sure that more people get to play the games we love. Here are the nominees for the Achievement in Accessibility Award. Abiotic Factor by Deepfield Games.
Didn't come out this year.
Featured impressively robust options to alter basically any aspect of the game that might have been inaccessible.
I forgot about
regardless
Abiotic
of
Factor.
How much it might undo the intended gameplay experience. Calm the Storm by Ludic Lima. A short narrative experience, essentially a choose-your-own-adventure podcast, Calm the Storm can be played in multiple mechanically accessible ways, including voice recognition.
Oh, that's cool.
Peak by Landfall Games and Aggro Crab.
Think about this year, Astrologaster. Oh, I haven't heard of that. Okay, I gotta look that one too. Up too.
Responding to very granular player feedback of their accessibility support. Spray Paint Simulator by North Star Video Games. This title features robust options for motor control accessibility, cognitive accessibility, motion sickness reduction, and visual accessibility. Squeakcross by Owl Bloom.
Squeakcross! I want this game so bad.
Conversations around accessibility. Squeakcross is full of numerous different accessibility options for players who struggle with mental handling of numbers.
I played the demo and it was so cute, but I just haven't bought it. I want it.
Accessible title with charming humor and a very polished.
Still going through the demo, crazy.
Game Jam title from early this year.
So much in the demo. I played the demo, but I don't think I finished it.
And the Indie Game Award for Achievement in Accessibility goes to Peak by Landfall Games and Aggro Crab.
Wow, hey, thank you so much. It means a lot to us to receive the award for Achievement in Accessibility. You know, with Peak, we wanted to make a game for everyone, and making a game for everyone means making it accessible. We honestly didn't have a lot of good accessibility options at launch, since it was a pretty hastily made game.
Yeah, it's crazy. This was a Game Jam game.
To listen to feedback from the community and do our best to add the right toggles and improve the base game to let as many people as possible play it. And like with Another Crab's Treasure last year, we wanted to make accessibility fun, which is why there's a button to turn spiders into Bing Bong. So thank you to the fans that made their voices heard. Thank you to everyone at both Aggro Crab and Landfall for making this game possible. And thank you to the Indie Game Awards.
They've been doing like so many updates on this game too.
New for this year's ceremony, the Indie Game Awards expands globally to highlight developers who offer different perspectives through their craft. From nominations to selecting the recipients, our new regional and specialized categories are being led by partner showcases and festivals.
I know, the whole BB No Money concert thing is crazy.
Program director of Africa's first
That's
annual
unhinged.
Destination Indie Games and Immersive Arts Festival and Conference.
Hi indie fans, I'm Ben Rausch joining you from Cape Town as the program director of Playtopia, Africa's biggest indie games festival. Every year, the Playtopia Arcade exhibits a selection of works that celebrate indie games at their most creative, original, and well-crafted. To curate this exhibition, we spend the year hunting for outstanding titles and have a free, open submission system where anyone can send us their games for consideration.
Oh, that's cool.
At Playtopia 2025, 105 games were exhibited, and 55 of those games were created by devs from Africa. We're honored to have been invited to curate the nominees for the African Indie Game Award. I hope that this award will be something that inspires African devs to continue crafting excellent games for a global audience. I want to take this opportunity to encourage indie game fans to support and share the work of African devs, and I want to send the hugest of high fives to every single African indie that's making and sharing games with the world. The 2025 nominees for the African Indie Game Award are Bruin Boogie Get the Milk by McDog.
I have not seen that. What the heck?
Finding Father by Studio Bow and Pressure Cooker Studios.
Wait, I haven't seen that one either.
Flibius McDougal and the Mysterious Flying Machine by Unsigned Double Collective.
Okay, I'm noticing a trend.
Aquilia by All Day All Night. Metavoidal by Yellow Lab Games. And Stick It to the Stickman by Free Lives.
What the heck? I missed all of these. It's Flibius McDougal.
Goes to Stick It to the Stickman by Free Lives.
Congratulations to ourselves, and congratulations to all the new
oh my
games
God.
coming out of Africa.
This looks like a game that you'd play like on Congregate, and I mean that in a good way.
One of the new categories we're introducing is something we're super excited about.
Indie Vanguards.
These 5 independent developers are just starting their journeys in the indie scene, already impressing us with bold debut projects, game jams, and even demos.
Let's take a look at the first member of the inaugural class.
Hey everyone! I just want to say what an enormous privilege it is to be selected for the Indie Vanguard class of 2025 and get a chance to share the stage with the incredible talent on display in this year's show. Being here would not have been possible without the enormous support of my wife and my kids, my family, and everyone who helped me push forward in releasing such a weird, experimental, and kinda head-scratching title in 2025. A huge thank you goes out to the folks at Mod Retro for making the physical release of Shanty possible, and everyone in the Game Boy homebrew community, developers, players, and the makers of GB Studio, who I feel I am sharing this honor with. Time may
Game
have
Boy
left these
homebrew
beloved
community.
systems behind, but they still have so much more to give. From inspiring new generations of developers to offering a genuine ecosystem for developers and players to craft new experiences and push innovation forward. I think that is what indie means to me in the end. No matter
Did he
the
make that on a
amount of
Game Boy?
access studios today have to resources, funding opportunities, influence, tools, and capabilities, I believe indies, whatever their size or capacity, embody and will continue to carry that pure and true spirit of creation into the future. They are and will always be the ones looking back into what first inspired them to become creators, tasking themselves to remind us why we love games and what makes us all fall in love with them time and again. Whatever the future might hold, I can rest assured that the industry is in the best of hands. My heartfelt congratulations to all the winners and nominees.
A strong visual aesthetic can make a first impression everlasting. Co-founder of DenkiWorks, Liam Edwards, knows a thing or two about knocking that first impression out of the park.
Hello Indie Game Awards, I'm Liam Edwards, one of the co-founders of the Kyoto indie-based studio DenkiWorks, the creators of Tanuki Pond Summer, and I'm here at the stunning Kyoto Imperial Palace. What better place to talk to you about the visual design nominees for this year's awards? In a world where there's seemingly endless amounts of video games being released all of the time, it's never been more important to aesthetically stand out and be unique. So here are this year's best of the best, the nominees for visual design. 30 Birds by Ram Ram Games.
I played this one actually.
Studios.
I did really like the aesthetic of it.
Impact by
Oh,
Mass.
and this one looked cool too. Okay, see, I recognize these.
Cat Detective Albert Wild by Beyond Those Hills.
I think I saw that and forgot that it existed, but it also looks crazy.
By Housefire.
Oh, that was like that horror one, right?
Machina by Tala
I think I thought about
and
playing it and then it looked too scary. I think I considered it briefly, but...
by Monomi Park.
Oh yeah, Slime Rancher 2 came out of early access this year.
And the award goes to 30 Birds by
That was a
Ram
really
Ram
cool
Games
aesthetic.
and Business Goose Studios.
I played the demo for that one too on stream.
Hi everyone, I'm Laurent from Ram Ram Studio, and I'm the main developer behind 30 Birds.
That's a lot of birds.
I'm Colleen from Ram Ram Studio, and I'm the
Its art
artistic
design was
director
so
of 30
Thanks
cool.
a lot for the award. Thanks to the jury. Thanks for the organization. We want to thank our team who made 30 Birds with us.
And we hope that thanks to this award, new people may discover 30 Birds and have a great time playing it.
Thanks again, and
bye-bye.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that crazy?
The strongest narratives help us connect our personal experiences with the ones on screen through immersive worlds and wondrous characters. Through past relationships and spicy empires, Eka from Outer Loop Games has masterfully achieved just that.
Hi, I'm Eka from Outer Loop Games, game director on Thirsty Suitors and the upcoming Dose of Divas. A great game story doesn't just entertain, it moves you, it challenges you, and sticks with you through specificity.
Whole soundtrack made on side whistles, yeah.
These 6 indies deliver exactly that. Unforgettable characters, immersive worlds, and stories from a unique point of view that keep echoing in your mind long after you're done playing. Here are the nominees for narrative. Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector by Jump Over the Age. Consume Me by Jenny Zhao Shah, AP Thompson, Jian Li, Violet WP, and Ken Koda Snyder.
It's crazy how much it's gotten
The Drifter
mentioned.
by Paro Hoof and Dave Lloyd. Promise Mascot Agency by
Oh, yeah, this one
Kaizen
looked
Gameworks.
wild.
The Root Trees Are Dead by Evil Trout Inc. The Seance of Blake Manor.
This one
by
looked good
Spooky
too.
Doorway.
It's like it's another puzzle game.
And the Indie Award goes to Citizen Sleeper 2, Starward Vector by Jump Over the Age. Congrats.
Didn't it sound like he like opened an envelope? Do they mail him these?
Creator of Citizen Sleeper, and I want to thank the Indie Game Awards for recognizing Citizen Sleeper 2 in the narrative category. It's been
Did he print
an
it
incredible
out?
journey over the past 5 years making the Citizen Sleeper games, and it's a journey I couldn't have gone on without Guillaume Saint-Gelon, the game's incredible artist, Amos Roddy, the game's composer, Dan and Matt Collier, who helped me get the game on so many different platforms, and of course my publisher Fellow Traveler, who do incredible work supporting narrative games. I also would love to show huge thanks to all the players and everybody who's told their friends, who's been too much of a sicko about Citizen Sleeper 2, who've pushed the series to people they know and supported the games. I really did not believe that this is what would happen when I started on this journey, and yeah, I'll be forever thankful for everyone who's recognized these games and who has felt something from these stories, so thank you so much. Created in honor of the late beloved developer, the Mohamed Fahmy Storyteller Award recognizes an exceptional storyteller and their profound work shaping deep narratives in games. As soon as our ceremony ended last year, we knew who our next recipient would be without any hesitation. My initial interaction with this person was actually
Wait, that's
pretty funny.
crazy.
She assumed I was reaching out because of one particular game, but I told her that even in her games without strict narrative, her games tell a story. Stories aren't just what's experienced on screen, they're also the memories that are created with the ones you love through the act of playing. But enough from me. I think our presenter has a better story to share. Without further ado, here to present the 2025 Mohamed Fahmy Storyteller Award, the one and only Lena Rain.
Sometime in 2016, I got a random DM on Twitter that changed the entire course of my career. I was working as a game designer with aspirations of writing music for games. I had a few really amazing opportunities, but I never found the right project that let me feel like I was fully part of the team. And then I got a DM from Maddie asking if I'd like to do music for a little game that she and some friends were working on called Celeste. Making that game with the team lit a fire under me. Nothing during my day job felt nearly as exciting and inspiring as getting to go home and
I love
work late into
Celeste!
the night on music for this little platformer. I don't really know what Maddie saw in my music, but somehow it managed to fit right into place for the story we were all telling.
I like their shirt.
And it wasn't just in the words, really. It was every aspect of the game. The way a screen was laid out, the way new mechanics and level gimmicks gave rise to a metaphoric experience. Even before dialogue was written, playing the levels felt like understanding the story of Madeline and allowed me to write as evocative music as I was able to. Now, almost 8 years after releasing the game, I constantly feel the effects that her storytelling has had on the greater community that blossomed around Celeste. Hundreds of talented creators have also been inspired to make their own levels, their own stories, their own music. Extremely talented speedrunners race every year to raise money for global medical aid and cancer research.
Oh, that's cool.
At every games event I get a chance to attend, people come up and express just how much the game means to them, not as just as a fun little thing that they played one time, but as a lasting affirmation of who they are. No matter what they took away from it, no matter what it informed about them, it made an impact on their lives for the better. Games don't often do that, even if we always aspire to it. It's something that comes from a place of deep empathy and care. So I am beyond pleased to present the Mohammed Fahmy Storyteller Award to my collaborator and friend, Maddie Thorson.
Extremely okay games.
It's an honor to accept the Storyteller Award. And of course, I need to thank all of the brilliant collaborators I've had the privilege of working with along the way. Towerfall and Celeste were truly team efforts. I believe that we make games in the hopes that they will impact someone and maybe even inspire someone to add their own voice to the conversation. And this beautiful medium games is something that we're all building together. So to be recognized like this for my contributions to that project is sincerely the highest honor. And I feel like I have a lot more left to give. I don't plan on stopping. I really just love making games, and I hope to make a lot more of them. So thank you, and keep making beautiful things.
Women-led Games brings recognition to the hardworking women in the games industry. Representing their annual showcases is Twitch ambassador Ash Said Hi.
Hi everyone.
Let's go,
this is
women.
Ash Said Hi, Twitch Women's Guild lead and host for
Oh my god, there's
this
so many
year's
plushies.
IGA for the Women
Look at the
Indie Game
Pimpkin.
Award. This year we are honoring the fantastic women in game development from around
She got a
the
massive
world.
Pikmin sticker on
Expressing
the
our
wall.
unique contributions is paramount to ensuring that women and non-binary folk feel represented. We must remember that everyone's differences make our world more whole. There are many trailblazers in the indie game scene, creating experiences that hold a lens to the complex and beautiful demographic of gamers today. With that, let's jump into the nominees for the Women-Led Indie Game Award. Cabernet by Party
This one looks
for
good too.
Introverts.
It's another one that I didn't get around to, but it's on my list.
Gemporium
Oh,
by
this one
Merge
also looks
Conflict
cute.
Studio. White Knuckle by Dark
One day I
Machine
will play
Games.
this game. Wait, this is women-led? White Knuckle is what?
Urban Myth Disillusion Center by
I would have
Hakaba
never guessed that. Wait, I had no idea.
Spilled by Lente.
We played Spilled. That one was cute.
Duck
Anime Crunch
Detective,
myself,
The
family of
Ghost
Pikmin.
of Glamping by Happy
Oh, I didn't know
Broccoli
Duck
Games.
Detective was women-led either. Oh, sick.
And the Indie Game Award goes to Urban Myth Disillusion Center by Hakaba Bunko.
Dua, you loved this one. Oh, I hadn't heard of it. Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Okay. I gotta go look that one up. Oh my god, cute. Oh.
この度はザ・インディーゲームアワードのウーマンレッドインディーゲームアワードという名誉ある賞をいただき心より感謝申し上げます。墓場文庫制作チーム一同この受賞を大変光栄に思っております。 この作品はメンバー全員の執念とプレイヤーである会員の皆様のご支援によってここまで来ることができました。これからも心に残るゲームをお届けできるよう、チーム一同努力してまいります。この度は本当にありがとうございます。
Whoa. Okay, that does look sick. You really like that one? I gotta go look it up. That looked cool.
A community that's not only fun, but engaging and welcoming. Please welcome Kennedy Lee Slocum, Social Media Manager of Black Kite Games.
Hi, Indie Game Awards. My name is Kennedy Lee Slocum, and I'm a games writer and community manager for Black Kite Games. And I just want to say, as I'm sure all of this category's nominees would agree, community management is a weird job. It covers so much more than people realize. Whether it's an individual or a whole team, they're the unsung heroes that wear many hats. Handling everything from player support to keeping the community positive, endlessly researching internet slang, organizing events, and representing the personality of their entire studio. They endure a lot, but their work is vital in creating a space where players feel heard, valued, and connected. Our next award celebrates those who have gone above and beyond to foster a vibrant, inclusive community in an industry that can make it quite challenging at times, but will ultimately always need voices like theirs. Here are the nominees for community management. Jenny Zhao.
Damn, again.
Strange Scaffold. Sassy Chap Games.
I feel like Unbeatable has like a crazy content or social media manager too. Whoever runs their account is like wild.
Team Peak.
Well, and yeah, theirs is too, so.
Gamesmithing Limited. And the Indie Game Award goes to Team Peak.
Damn. Consumi and Strange Scaffold, I don't play. I don't think I've heard of Strange Scaffold, but yeah. Consumi.
I'm Hannah, and we're joined by the rest of our community team, Beth and Josephine. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for the Indie Game Award in community management. We couldn't have done it without the amazing help from our Discord moderators, all the content creators who made the Peak community what it is, and of course, all the scouts at home like you.
You're falling off the mountain. He's like slowly sliding off.
AggroCrab was lucky to win the Community Management Award last year, but Peak was made in collaboration with our friends over at Landfall, so we get to share it this year. I'm gonna fucking die. I'm happy this award is handed to another incredible community manager and team because they deserve it so much. Landfall has been around for over 10 years and this is their first award in community management. Isn't that batshit fucking crazy? Imagine looking at the trenches of the Steam forums for 10 years.
Hi, it's me, Hannah, from the Landfall team, the one in the trenches. Thank you all so much for this award. It's been a while to see our amazing community grow over the last 10 years, from just some people in a Skype chat about flying to millions of Peak Scouts climbing mountains. And we couldn't have done it without our amazing team, Lisabeth, who does the best support in the biz, Josephine, who just started but has hit the ground running, Liv, who backed us up during those stressful months before and after launch, Cade and our lovely Discord moderators, and of course Paige, who it's been an honor to work with on this game. We wouldn't be here without AggroCrab and the rest of the Landfall and Peak team. They're always there to fix bugs, listen to community suggestions, and support us in any way they can. And last but not least, I want to give a special thank you to the amazing players, because there wouldn't be a community without you.
Finally, we have one more person who would like to say a speech.
Is it Bing Bong?
Take it away.
It is Bing Bong.
Bing Bong, you're supposed to say something nice to the viewers.
Bing Bong, we're live here. You can do it.
Put him in the cannon.
You better
Oh my
get
god.
in the cannon, Bing Bong.
It's Peak fun. I haven't played or watched any streams. Yeah, it is fun. It's like a fun, goofy little game. You know, if you really wanted to, I had a peak session, all girls climbing crew with Jazzy and the homie Rectum that you could always just go watch on my YouTube if you really wanted to. I'm just saying it's a really good one. I'm just saying it's a really good one.
An indie game studio from New Zealand.
We love to create bite-sized games with a strong focus on the visuals and experimentation. With Neon Knives, we wanted the art style to
Neon
be bold
Knives?
and loud to contrast with the quiet
Wait, this looks cool.
of the game.
We ended up with something that kind of feels like a moving painting, with a little crowd of characters milling about in a bright and surreal world, while you and a friend try to blend in and hunt each other out.
Wait, what? What's this?
To answer the question, what does indie mean to you?
We like to think of indie being where you can freely create without the fear of something being wrong, and where you can try out the most obscure ideas just to see what happens.
And it's a place where time, budget, and technical skill limitations can actually help to push ideas into new areas.
This is interesting.
That maybe you wouldn't have explored otherwise. Thank you so much to everyone involved in the Indie Game Awards for including us in this year's Indie Vanguard.
A short runtime doesn't mean a game can't make a lasting impact. Developer Graham Reed knows how to pack one heck of a punch in a single sitting.
Hey everybody, my name is Graham Reed, also known as Graham of Legend, and I'm a Jamaican indie game developer currently working on a small island builder called Orlands. Now, sometimes less is more, and a great game isn't defined by its how long to beat stats, but rather is defined by it being memorable and compelling in the small amount of time it has. Now, this next award goes out to all those games, and it celebrates the short games that pack a punch that leave you satisfied and wanting more. Here are the nominees for Bite Size Game. Karimaro, Beneath the Forlorn Limbs by Bastion Strikes.
Whoa. That looks crazy.
Fly Night by Wobble Boy.
Fly Night was fun. I did play Fly Night. That one was neat. Because yeah, it wasn't very long, but I did like it a lot.
The Dark Queen of Morthome by Mosu.
Ooh, I like that pixel art.
This game will end in 205 clicks.
Wait,
by
what's that?
Disc 5. And Time Flies by Playables.
Oh my god. I love short little sweet games like that.
And the Indie Game Award goes to Time Flies by Playables.
I hadn't heard of most of these though. Oh my god. Oh! Ah! Wait, I was not expecting that actually. Hello, thank you very much for the award. I'm truly fluttered. I'm so excited to I have to walk it off. Thanks also from Michael and Raphael who made me so you can fly me. Bucket list. Get drunk. I crossed off win an award, go on tour, die old. Buzzing off now. What? I want to play that.
On games made in Australia, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands. Representing ANZ and Frosty Games is Amy Potter Jarman.
Hi, I'm Amy, founder and one of the 5 organisers behind Frosty Games. Our next award honours the outstanding achievements of indies based in Australia, Aotearoa, New Zealand, and the Pacific Islands. This region may be physically separated by a whole lot of water down at the edge of the globe, but we don't let that stop us from shipping some of the very best indie games in the world, as this incredible list of titles goes to show. Here are the nominees for the ANZ Indie Award. Abiotic Factor by Deepfield Games. The Drifter by Powerhoof.
Oh, I think I saw stuff about this one.
Mars First Logistics by Shapeshop.
Ooh.
Proximate by Kane Maddox. Hollow Knight Silksong by Team Cherry.
Dan recommended The Drifter to me. I knew it sounded familiar.
Tempopo by Witchbeam. And the Indie Game Award goes to The Drifter by Powerhoof.
Ah. Now you gotta play it. Now you gotta play it.
G'day.
Oh, he's upside down.
I'll just adjust this for those watching from the wrong hemisphere. That should be better. Now you see why we didn't make a comedy game. It would have been all dad jokes all the time. Thank you. This is amazing. I think just to be nominated alongside such awesome games was like mind-blowing. There's so many cool games that I absolutely adore that have come out of Australia and New Zealand the last year. We're really punching above our weight down
Oh, they
here, I
made
think.
Crawl. Don't you
so
like
cool to
Crawl?
see.
Or
Despite industry hardships
Am I
and all
making
that
that up?
stuff, been amazing. Massive
may
thanks
just
to the team.
recognize it.
Barney, Alex, and Matt just killed it on the art. Louis and Mitch for the killer soundtrack.
Crawl was
Adrian,
fun.
the other
Yeah,
voice
okay.
actors just brought the characters to life in such an amazing, magical way. It was so cool.
Well, then, yeah, you probably really would like this one.
And yeah, like everyone else, it's a small team, but there's just so many people that help, and such an awesome community we have around us as well. Really makes it possible. Personally, I think this means so much to me. It's a game I worked on for 6 going on 7 years now. So it's a massive chunk of my life, and to be recognized like this makes it extra, is extra special.
No, sorry.
And especially for a genre which I really adore, the point and click genre is really dear to my heart. It's one that's not celebrated as much as some of the other indie genres.
I love
think.
point and click games.
But yeah, it's one I absolutely love. So it really means a lot. But yeah, now I'll adjust this back to so I can watch the rest of the awards.
Oh, we're upside down again.
Thanks again. Ta-ra.
There were 2 pieces of feedback that stood out the most from our inaugural ceremony: genre categories and the fact that you wanted to voice your support for your favorite indies. So we opened the polls and asked you to pick your favorite indies within specific genres and, of course, overall. Here are your 2025 community picks.
Community picks.
Action game, Hades 2. Adventure game, Hollow Knight, Silksong. Horror game, Repo.
Does that really
Interactive
classify as
fiction,
horror? I mean, I guess kind of, but
Multiplayer game, Peak. Puzzle game, Blueprints.
yeah, that's fair.
Role-playing game, Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Simulation game, Schedule 1. Strategy game, The 100 Line Last Defense Academy.
I haven't heard of that one.
Survival game, Abiotic Factor.
Abiotic.
And community game of the year, Hollow Knight, Silksong.
Oh, we hit you about Night Rain at some point? Yeah, yeah.
Design is what hooks us as
I'm always
players.
down, Jade.
Crisp mechanics, alluring flow states, and even hundreds of variations on slaying a princess. Please welcome Tony Howard Arias and Abby Howard from Black Tabby Games.
Hi, I'm Abby Howard.
And I'm Tony Howard Arias, and the two of us make up Black Tabby Games, the studio focused on branching narratives.
We're honored to be presenting
Black
the
Tabby
award for
Games,
Best
let's
Gameplay
go.
Design,
Slay the Princess
which
was
sits
so
at the
good.
intersection of so many things, including smooth mechanics, challenging difficulty.
Oh yeah, and
curves,
Winter
and
Sale
keeping
started
players
today,
on their
huh?
toes and immersed
Night Rain
in what they're
finally
playing.
went on
And for
fucking
us,
sale.
It's mostly about giving players way
I
too
bought
many
it a month
sentences
ago.
they can click on. Here are the nominees for gameplay design. Absalom by Dotemu, Guard Crush Games, and Supa Monks.
Super
Ball
Monks.
Pit by Kenny Sun.
I actually did try Ball Pit over the weekend. I didn't play it a lot, but I did play it a little bit.
By Darren Keller.
Oh, this was on my list, I think. Dawn Folk. This one looked kind of cool.
Hades 2 by
Hades 2 is
Supergiant
just really
Games.
Hollow Knight Silksong by Team Cherry.
Keep Driving by YCJY Games.
Indigo VTuber fan. Welcome in, Indy. Thank you for the
Look
follow. How's it
Outside
going?
By Francis Columb.
Gonna buy so many games which I get paid.
Ooh by Nama Takahashi, Tiny Cactus Studio, and Tsuyomi.
This is on my list too. This looks cute. It's like a cute little puzzle game.
Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo by Pocket Trap.
I bought it 3 days ago. No! No! Now you can get the DLC. That's crazy. The King is Watching was really good. I actually liked The King is Watching a lot.
And the Indie Game Award goes to Ball Pit by Kenny Sun.
Congratulations,
Indy, thank you for the
Kenny. So many of
positivity.
us have
Welcome
lost
in.
Dozens of hours to your game, and it's great to see those lost hours finally coalesce into physical form.
3 days ago is nuts. Damn. Yeah,
Kenny
never mind. You got me
unfortunately
beat.
wasn't able to record an acceptance speech for the award, so we're accepting it on his behalf.
Thank you so much for your hard work, and we can't wait to see what you're working on next.
I wonder why he didn't do a speech.
Black Voices in Gaming is committed to increasing Black representation and inclusion within the gaming industry. Representing the growing and thriving community of Black game developers,
I bought it
is
with the
co-founder and
DLC.
director Justin Woodward.
What is poppin', everybody? It's your boy Justin Woodward, co-founder
Have
of the
you
Mixed Media
played
Indie
it?
Exchange, and of course Black Voice in Gaming, part of the nonprofit organization Experience.
It's fine. It's fine. It's a good game. It's fine. You know,
Developers get
look,
access
I bought
to
it full price.
funding,
You know,
visibility, discoverability, mentorship, and networking for their entrepreneurial growth. And we're
brother bought a
partnered with
game
Indie
3 days before the winter sale. My God.
to showcase some of the best and brightest
The fool.
Black game developers that release games in 2025. So without further ado, the Black Voices in Gaming nominees are Avid Neon by Cryo
Oh, this looks cool.
GX, Althea, The Wrath of a Fairy by Marslit Games, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Tactical Takedown by Strange Scaffold, Spirit Swap, Lo-Fi Beats to Match 3-2 by Soft
Wait, that's
Knot
cool.
Beat.
I like that.
Sorry We're Closed by
Oh.
Mode Games,
I didn't know that. Nice.
and Sunken Stones
I still want to
by
play
Sprite
it.
Rich. And the winner is Althea, The Wrath of a Fairy by Marslit Games.
I hadn't heard of that one.
Ciao, sono Andrea, sono metà di Marslit Games e come prima cosa voglio dire grazie. Grazie per questo award perché onestamente non ce l'aspettavamo, è stata una bella sorpresa. Come seconda cosa voglio ringraziare mio fratello, l'altra metà del team, perché riesce ogni volta a trovare qualcosa di sbagliato in quello che facciamo e questo ci aiuta a creare qualcosa di migliore ogni volta. E un ringraziamento speciale va sicuramente a tutte le persone che hanno giocato al gioco, tutte le persone che anche solo hanno creduto in quello che facciamo, in quello che abbiamo fatto, veramente grazie. E questo è tutto, speriamo di vederci per il nostro prossimo gioco.
I like that he had the Steam page for it open behind him. Okay, that does look pretty sick, actually.
Hi, I'm Gabby D'Arienzo. I'm the co-creator of games like A Mortician's Tale, and most recently Seasonal at Cemetery, which I worked on with these lovely people. Seasonal at Cemetery is a completely free game where you explore a cemetery
Ooh.
that changes in real time with your computer's date and time. The game is inspired by my own experiences exploring cemeteries, but especially during the pandemic, and seeing spaces that we often associate with death just breathe with so much life. During this scary time in the world, I found it oddly comforting to see these cemeteries change and grow with the seasons. I wanted to replicate that experience
Aw.
for players, creating a space for them to grieve and for them to find some catharsis during hard times.
Aw,
I speak
wait,
on
yeah, I
behalf of
love
our whole
that.
team when I say thank you so much to the Indie Game Awards for this honor. Something that's really important to us is the ability to make small, gentle games about difficult subjects like death.
Oh my god,
and
she has the
grief.
Pikmin planters on
And
top
it
of her
means
little
the
thing.
absolute world to us that people like our games, that they resonate with our games, and that
Those
there's
are
a
not
space
that
for
cheap.
us in this industry to make the kind of games that we do. I hope that this inspires, maybe even encourages other developers to make their own games about difficult subject matters that are personal to them. Speaking from experience, I can say that it's weirdly therapeutic, and I hope you find the same catharsis, and I can't wait to play the games that you make.
Memorable experiences can punch you straight in the feels. Ria from I Miss My Friends Studio is here to share with us the 6 titles that hit the hardest.
Hi everyone, I'm Ria, co-founder of I Miss
Added
My
that to
Friends
the
Studio,
freaking library. That's so cool that it's free.
making our debut title Fishbowl. games can hit us harder than we expect. The stories, the moments, the emotions that stay with us long after we put down our controller. This award celebrates indies which moved us the most this year, or frankly, made us ugly cry. Here are the nominees for emotional impact.
I bet Wanderstop will be on here.
Afterlove EP by Pixelnesia, And Roger by Teary Hand Studio,
Oh, that's that one they were showing in the beginning.
Don't Get Your Hopes Up by Krish Raghav,
I did cry several times in Wanderstop,
Henry
so.
Halfhead by Lululu Entertainment,
There it is.
Stop by Ivy Road,
I think this made me cry at least twice.
Wednesdays by Pierre Corbinet's The Pixel Hunt and Exahiva. And the Indie Game Award goes to And Roger by Teary Hand Studio.
I haven't really heard of this one.
Hello, my name is Yona, the creator of Ant Roger. Thank you so much for selecting my game for such a wonderful award. Ant Roger is a very small, personal game, something you can finish in about an hour.
Oh.
That is why receiving the emotional impact award means so much to me.
That's kind of impressive, honestly.
I'm deeply happy to know that this small work has traveled across the ocean and left an impression on the judges. To those who haven't played it yet, although it is short, I believe And Roger offers a very dense and meaningful experience. Since you've discovered the game through this opportunity, I hope you will consider giving it a try. Thank you.
Aww. I'll have to look that one up. Although I feel like it's gonna make me like ugly cry,
Southeast
so
Asian Game Showcase shines a
I don't know
spotlight
if I
on the
want
best
that.
of Southeast Asian games during the summer festival season. Representing the region are Samantha Lowe, Arif Johan, and Nissi Arcega from the SEA Games Showcase.
Hello, I'm Sam.
I'm Arif.
I'm Nissi. And we're the organizing team for the Southeast Asia Game Showcase, an initiative dedicated to shining a spotlight on games and developers from our region.
Over the years, we've seen developers win the hearts of so many, creating experiences as far off as a cafe in futuristic Seattle and as close to home as the streets of Surabaya, Indonesia.
Although developers from the region have long been a part of the global games industry, with every year that passes, we see an increasing amount of developers who create truly original experiences. It's exciting to witness the growth of the region, and more importantly, to celebrate the exceptional games released this year.
Here are your nominees for the inaugural Southeast Asian Indie Game Award. Glyphica Typing Survival by Alias Black.
I haven't seen that one.
Artist
It was like a
Impact by
typing
Mars.
roguelite. God, the art on this one looks so cool.
Urban Jungle.
Oh,
by
we played
Kyle
Urban
Gates.
Jungle. That one was pretty cute.
Afterlove EP by Pixelnesia. Whisper Mountain Outbreak by Toge Productions.
That's that one. I just sent that one to Sky and
Set Up, a
John,
Culinary
so I thought they would like that
Adventure by
one.
Copyforge.
Whisper
And
Mountain
the Indie
Outbreak.
Game Award goes to
Whisper
Artist
Mountain
Impact by
Outbreak.
Mas.
That's a zombie one. That I said you guys might like.
Hello everyone.
Oh, that's good
I'm
music.
Mas, the developer of Artist Impact. I'm truly honored to accept the Southeast Asian Indie Game Awards for Artist Impact. Thank you to the judges, our amazing player, and everyone who supported us along the way. This award means a lot to me, and I'll keep working hard to bring more meaningful experience to you. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Alice. This is Chance.
Hello.
And we're the developers of Hyperbeat.
Ooh, okay, hang on. Rhythm game, you say?
Oi, musky with the bad look. Hands off the bar while I'm cleaning it.
Hyperbeat is a rhythm action game with a completely original soundtrack, an ensemble cast of characters you can get to know, and some pretty deep character customization.
Sold.
Hyper-V is like a roller coaster. It's loud and then it's very soft.
It's a story about being yourself.
Yeah.
And like finding
who that is.
Yeah.
I think I need to remember. Sometimes the story we want to tell is not the one we get to.
We're really honored to be included in the Indie Game Awards.
I don't think either Alice or I could have predicted that we would have been a part of the Vanguard class at all.
This is pretty cool.
It is very cool. We never thought that anybody would play the game,
let alone like it.
Purchase it.
Yeah.
What does being an indie creator mean to you?
I think being an indie means creative freedom, being yourself.
Indie really just means being authentic and doing what you love, doing things that matter to you.
Thank you.
Play indie games.
Play indie games.
Play indie games.
Okay. You got me. I gotta look that one up too. I hadn't heard of
Between
it.
Super Hexagon, Dicey Dungeons, and countless other scores, our next presenter has left you bobbing your head long after you stopped playing the games. Please welcome Chipsel.
I'm Chipsel, and thanks for joining us for the Indie Game Awards. You may know me from Super Hexagon, Dicey Dungeons, Just Shapes and Beats, to name a few. I've been in the industry for over 15 years, and the community is like no other. We have the grit and the gumption to work together to make amazing things, and I think that's just beautiful. Music can pull you deeper into a game, make you feel things that you didn't expect, and stick with you long after you've put down the controller. The indie scene is really good at using music to lift the experience, whether it's a haunting melody that lingers after the credits, a sweeping score that drives the story, or a track that's just a straight up banger. The right music can totally transform a game from fun to unforgettable. Here's the nominees for music. Everhood 2, music by Kazakh, KMXP, Sjoerd Keller, Lumoth, Chris Nordgren,
Chewing the fuck off on Super Hexagon.
Dance Floor is Lava, and INFX. Hurdling, music by Joel
The
Shock.
hurdling music was really good, but I wish there was more of it. There was a lot of empty, like, air in between sections, but when it did play music, it was really good.
Rift of the Necrodancer.
You know what?
by
I forgot
Danny
Necrodancer came out this year. That's
McCullough,
definitely one on the
Jules
top of my
Conroy,
list of indie games.
Josie Breckner,
I don't know why I forgot
Sam
about
Webster,
Necrodancer.
and Nick Moisbum.
Necrodancer's definitely like a top 3 for the year for me. Probably Necrodancer, Wanderstop, and
Music by Don Yassakru.
secret third one, other than Clair Obscur. We're probably top indies for the year.
Sword of the Sea.
I
Music
really
by
want to
Austin
play
Wintory.
this.
Wheel World by Johnny
Oh,
June,
Wheel World has
and Orion.
awesome music. That game was really chill and fun. It's a very fun vibey game. I still listen to the Wheel World soundtrack sometimes. I loved that. If you watch me play Wheel World, you know I loved that soundtrack.
Alex McCullough, Jules
You're
Conroy,
so
Josie
good.
Breckner, Sam Webster, and Nick Moisbum.
That's fair. Necrodancer
I'm
slaps,
Danny,
so.
Music director for Rift of the Necrodancer. Thank you for the award. I wanted to thank Brace Yourself Games for making the game and giving me a job, and TikTok Games for helping us make it. I want to thank Sky Climenega for being my hand of the king and
Danny,
helping
my
me so
boy.
much with many musical tasks and heading up the level design, which is so important to the game. Don't want to forget the artist team, Alex, Jules, Josie, Sam, and Nick. Without their contributions, the soundtrack would not have been what it was. Thank you so much.
And a huge thanks
Yeah,
to
he is
our
really
level
good.
designers, David, Ella, Rox, and Dustin, for helping make some charts that really work with the music to make the game feel really fun.
Thank you so much, everybody who voted. Thank you, Brace Yourself Games, Danny Baranowski, of course, all of my other composers.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so proud of our team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rock and roll, baby.
Yeah, all the music slaps.
Innovation drives our industry forward, and no one does it better than the indies. Here to tell us about the 6 games that push the boundaries through mechanics and out-of-the-box ideas is Cecia Castillo from No Goblin.
Hi, I'm Cecia from No Goblin. The indie scene is where new ideas thrive, risks pay off, and boundaries get pushed in ways the rest of the industry can only watch and learn from.
She also has a Pikmin planter. What the fuck is going on?
Challenge the norm and completely reimagined what's possible. The ones that remind us why it's so important to support indie developers. Here are the nominees for innovation. Blueprints by Dogubomb.
I mean, that's fair. I'll give him innovation, for sure.
Free Ride by Flighty Felon Games Inc. Gas Station Story by Enzy. PBJ the Musical by Philip Stollenmayer. Ruffy and the Riverside by Socrates Laboratories UG. Taria and Como by Poppyseed Studio Inc. and Jury Productions.
Something that's so cool about all these is like just the
Indie
different
Game
style
Award goes
variations.
to Blueprints by Dogubomb.
That's fair. That's fair. You know what? I'll give him that.
I can't believe I won an Indie Game Award.
Oh, look at him though.
As you might expect from someone who plays only indie games, and part of the reason I play indie games is because they're so innovative, and indie devs are the ones taking, you know, the big risks in the industry. They're the ones that are bending and breaking and birthing new genres and mechanics and design concepts. And I think that indie games are the heart
John, I was getting there.
of games because they are the ones pushing the medium forward. So looking at the other nominees, not just in the innovation category, but across all the categories, and there's so many sort of fresh design and concepts that I've never seen in games before. So I am deeply honored to win this award in a company of developers like this and in a year like this, because it has been so innovative. Is it innovative or innovative? Because I think I say both frequently. I guess that's the cool thing about winning an award like this is I'm not saying it wrong. I'm simply innovating the pronunciation. But seriously, this means a lot, and thanks to the Indie Game Awards jury, and thank you to 6-1 Indie for putting this on every year.
So now that he's done talking, is that the fucker that I have to blame for the 46 Morajai boxes at the end of the goddamn game? Sorry. Is that who I can blame? Is it his fault?
Hey guys, this is Micah with Crashable Studios, and we're so glad people are enjoying the game.
That guy looks like a guy who would make 46 Morajai boxes.
And,
I'm just
Our game Wildwood Down is a slapstick comedy adventure starring a main character who has Down syndrome. And now our childhood friend Daniel plays this character.
Oh wait, fun.
And we grew up with him, and he's like our brother from another mother.
Aww.
And he did all his own voice acting, and he's like the heartbeat and inspiration of the entire game. And it was so incredible to be able to make this game with him. And so part of our story is that about 1.5 years into making the game, Daniel was diagnosed with 3rd-degree lung cancer, and he was rushed to the hospital.
Oh, damn.
We didn't know if he was going to live or not, and it was really like a terrible time. And but fans of the game and voice actors of the game sent us videos and messages and gifts while we were in the hospital. And also while we were there, we got the news that we won this award for diversity, and we sent in a thank you for it. And it was just incredible to see Daniel watch that.
The winner is Wild Look Down.
Oh, wait, stop! I'm gonna tear up.
Like 5 or 6 months later, Daniel's doing like super well. He has a super high probability that he's gonna live a full, healthy life, which is just incredible. So thanks so much. We're so honored to be chosen as Indie Vanguards, and cheers to everyone enjoying the Indie Game Awards.
Aww.
Peace out, peoples.
The Latin American Games Showcase is a platform that strives to increase the visibility of the video games being developed in the LATAM region and by Latin Americans around the world. Representing the region is producer David Lucio.
Hey everyone, my name is David Lucio. I'm the founder and director of the Latin American Games Showcase, a platform dedicated to uplift and celebrate the amazing talent of Latin American game developers. The talent coming out of our community is world-class and it deserves to be celebrated loudly. And tonight, I have the honor to present the Latin American Game Award, a category that recognizes the passion, the resilience, and the original voices that are shaping the future of our industry. And the nominees are... From Ecuador,
I've seen a lot about this one too.
Cordero and Sebastián Balbuena. From Brazil, Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo by Pocket Trap. From Mexico and the US, Taria and Como by Poppy Seed Studios Inc. and Juvie Productions. From Chile, Tormented Souls 2 by Dual Effect. From Brazil, Adventure of Samsara by Ilex Games.
Man, how do you even keep track of all these, right? There's so many good ones.
By Gala Games.
How the hell do you vet through all of them?
The Indie Game Award goes to Pipistrello and the Cursed Yo-Yo by Pocket Trap.
Olá, Indie Game Awards. 2025 foi um ano incrível para todas as produções da América Latina. E não poderíamos estar mais contentes de receber esse prêmio. O Pipistrello foi inspirado em jogos que crescemos jogando e imprimimos nele muito da cultura brasileira e da arquitetura também. Em nome de toda a Pocket Trap e toda a equipe, estamos muito orgulhosos por receber esse prêmio e queríamos agradecer todos que jogaram e colaboraram até então. Muito obrigado.
That was cute. He had a little plush of the character.
Taking a project from concept to fully realized is quite the undertaking, especially when achieved solo. Here to celebrate the games led by a single full-time developer is Jade Meadows.
Hi, my name is Jade Meadows, and I'm honored to be presenting the award for solo development. Making games is really hard. Games are the intersection of so many different disciplines, from art and animation to programming and writing and game design. Being a solo developer means stretching your creativity across all of these specialties to bring your game to life. For about the past 3 years, I've been doing that for my game, Blue Ridge Hunting, which, by the way, is being published by 6-1 Indie, and you should totally wishlist on Steam. Whether completely solo or with the help of the remarkable contractors, volunteers, or friends, these developers each poured countless hours and endless creativity into bringing their games to life. Here are your nominees for solo development.
Hi, Alistair.
Tall Trails by Brady
This one looks fun. I wanted to play it. Oh, this one's also on my list. Damn, this being a solo dev is actually kind of crazy.
Mega Bonk by Betty Nad.
I knew that one was solo dev.
Naiad by High Warp. Build by Lente.
I know a lot of these, actually all of them, but...
Vile
Oh,
Exhumed
just kidding. I don't know
by
this one.
Kara Cadaver. And the Indie Game Award goes to... Tall Trails by Brady Soglin.
Oh, nice. No Blueprints as a solo dev? I don't think it was.
Hello, I'm Brady Soglin, the developer of Tall Trails, and if you're seeing this, that means Tall Trails has received the Indie Game Award for solo development. So, hooray! Thank you! If you played Tall Trails, you know Tall Trails is a very weird, joyful game. Its themes are very close to my heart, so it means a ton to me to see other folks connecting with it like they have, so thank you all very much for that. While I was the only developer of Tall Trails, it definitely wasn't just me. So I want to also thank Dylan Payne, the composer of the soundtrack for Tall Trails. The soundtrack's amazing. It really brings the game up a level. So thank you, Dylan, for that. Also want to thank Francesca Carletta Leone for her work QAing the game, and Greg Wolwind, who designed the logo. And then also my partner Phoebe, my friends, my family. Without your support, it would not have been possible to make Tall Trails. So thank you guys very much. Okay, that's all. So long.
I gotta play this.
The Industry Impact Award is our chance to recognize individuals and organizations who have made remarkable and positive contributions to the indie scene. When discussing potential candidates among the curation jury, one organization consistently stayed at the forefront of our minds. Their work doesn't always get the main stage spotlight, but the impact they make is a perfect example of why this category exists. But instead of us telling you more, we've invited a few mutual friends to share some words and their own experiences.
My name is Remy Siu, the creative director of 1000 Times
Let's
Resist.
go!
And I'm so excited to help present this year's recipient for the Industry Impact Award. The first time I learned about game devs of color was in 2020. It was at the beginning of the pandemic, and I had just decided to abandon my career in the arts to try making games for real. It was scary, and I knew very little about the indie scene at large, beyond that there were indie games. I didn't know if anybody would be interested in the themes we wanted to explore in 1000 Times Resist. Discovering game devs of color was a kind of revelation, a reminder that there are people out there, peers, who are interested in the same things that inspire you. A reminder that the gaming community is not homogenous, but that there is, and always has been, diversity, both in the people and the games they make. It's a reminder that we should tell our own stories in the ways we yearn to, and not ask permission. There are so many Steam festivals and events out there now, but Game Devs of Color still feels like home. It's where games we make here at Sunset Visitor feel most comfortable in their own skin. So thank you, Game Devs of Color, and congratulations.
Hello and Swadee Khap. My name is Sanat Busiangkun, and I'm an
Sanat, that's my friend!
It is my honor to be here to help present this year's recipient for the Industry Impact Award.
Sanat!
I remember attending my first Game Devs of Color Expo back in 2020.
We know him!
Looking back at the talks I attended, I'm honestly surprised at how much it's still affecting my work today. I remember seeing Fami's talk, seeing someone from my home region who was so visible in the industry.
Whatever, thanks for streaming. I'll have to go back and rewatch that to my wish list. See you later, Wine. Thanks for hanging.
For a lot of us, just existing in this industry is kind of rough, but I'm thankful for Game Devs of Color for making this space where people get to find their communities, where devs today get to experience this magical feeling of meeting someone who kind of just understands you. A space where we don't have to justify our presence, where we get to just exist, create, and share. Today, game development is more approachable than ever, yet somehow still as difficult as ever.
That guy makes a game
There's
about
still so many
houses fucking, by the way.
every step of the way, but for today, let us celebrate the work that Game Devs of Color
Endearing,
has done in this
parentheses,
industry,
endearing.
along with the work that they'll continue to inspire each and every day.
Hi, I'm
Yeah, he makes
Steve
building
Bedford
relationships.
from Alamode Games, and I'd like to take a minute to talk about Game Devs of Color and the impact that they've had
Lunar
on the
Katamari
industry.
game.
They've certainly given
First
me
star randomly generated is Munch Uranus. Hi, jellyfish. Thanks for sharing.
To more people to see what it is that I'm making. As creators, I think there's nothing more that we want than to connect with other people out there in the world. And at the same time, as like a player or a gamer myself, you know, there's nothing more that I want than to find like an exciting new world that is just unique and special and something I haven't.
What awards is this?
Explored before.
It's the Indie Game Awards.
I feel that is exactly what Game Devs of Color does, and they do it really well. They, you know, they put in real conscious effort to find games that may be overlooked simply because of who's creating it and, you know, who's behind the desk putting it together. And it's a real shame because I believe there's so many players who are looking for those new experiences, and you know, they do an excellent job, I think, of trying to bridge communities together to find, I don't know, just something to connect with, something more to connect with. And yeah, I believe they are very deserving of this award, which I have the great pleasure of being part of presenting, which is the Industry Impact Award. They are very deserving of it. So congratulations, and thank you very much, Game Devs of Color, for all that you do.
It's okay, Alistair. It's also, you know, on the
I'm Kat Small.
title.
I'm an independent game developer for over a decade, and I'm also the executive director of Game Devs of Color, Inc. And our mission is to amplify the creative power held by people of color in games. We are so honored to accept this award on behalf of our entire team. Now you can see the whole team here. The team is me, it's Brian Carr, Brian Chung, GJ Lee. We have so many other amazing folks that help us do our work. We have Alexia, Brittany, Danielle, Imperatrice, Hamna, Iman, Jace, Josh, Katiti, Crystal, Martin, Mylea, Sharpie, all of our partners and collaborators.
Sharpie?
Just so many amazing people, and it really could not be done without
she's
every
goes by
single
Sharpie.
one of those folks. So we are infinitely grateful, not just for this award, but also for every person who steps up to build the future together.
Guys, I'm getting a little bit worried.
Our online
How long is this
conference,
showcase?
Game Devs Color Expo started 10 years ago. Every September, we
Why did
provide
I think it was just going to be an hour?
a platform to speak beyond token diversity 101 talks and share their expertise and best practices.
John, please say
through
psych.
Panels, talks, and interviews. The event extends beyond our global audience into our local events too. We threw 14 watch parties for this last expo, and they were really fun. You should go next year. We also provide a lot of other opportunities through our GDOC Expo Direct and our Steam sale.
Alistair, you didn't even know what this was a second ago.
People so that devs can show their games to so many more. Thank you so much for recognizing the effort we put in each year for building all of this.
In a world where hegemonic entities merely check off their diversity checklist in order to profit off of tokenism, only to later abandon the marginalized once it's no longer useful, we band together in solidarity, resilience, care, and celebration. We strive to be the most pro-developer community. That's why we don't charge dev fees, we don't use any unpaid volunteer labor, we pay all contributors, we make our content accessible online with captions, we provide scholarships for in-person opportunities, and we have awarded over $400,000 in no-strings grant funding to help promising game creators build sustainable businesses, forming or expanding their studios. Because we put developers first.
We invest back into the community and in the next generation of game creators. So thank you to the Indie Game Awards jury for the honor, and thank you all for the time and attention. Our call to action is for you to join together with us in solidarity. We fight to create a better games industry that is intersectional and equitable. So come visit us at
what are we doing here?
And see how you can take part in the movement of creating an industry where the underrepresented are included from the very beginning and not just an afterthought.
Well, we've come to the final award of the night. It's the big one.
Here to pass the torch and present Game of the Year on behalf of Local Fun is well.
Wait a second, boss.
Hey everyone, this is Wout from PlayStack. Last year, Local Thunk and PlayStack had the honor to receive the Indie Game of the Year at the Indie Game Awards. This year, we are delighted to pass that forward to the next big game of 2025.
Sorry, I got too ahead of myself.
The lifeblood of this industry, and 2025 has proven that once again. Now, all these nominees and some others that might have just escaped the list are all worthy of your time and recognition. Of course, there can only be one winner, so let's take a look at the nominees. Absalom by Dotemu, Guard Crash Games, and Supermonks. And Roger by Thierry Hand Studio. Blueprints by Dogubon. Citizen Sleeper 2 Starward Vector by Jump Over the Age. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 by Sandfall Interactive. Consumi by Jenny Zhao Xia, AP Thompson, Ji-On Lee, Violet WP, and Ken Koda Snyder. Hades 2 by Supergiant Games. Hollow Knight Silksong by Team Cherry. Keep Driving by YC
a lot of nominees.
Games.
Dev hates Player of the Game Award.
Cursed Yo-Yo by Pocket Trap.
Well, I guess it would just be all the ones who won an award, huh? So.
And the winner is Clair Obscur Expedition 33 by Sandfall Interactive.
Clair Obscur! Clair Obscur sweep! I said squeep. I ruined it.
On behalf of the entire team at Sandfall, I want to say a massive thank you to the Indie Game Awards jury.
I love that they always have their whole team with them, though.
Debut game and game of the year tonight.
So I have to say it.
It's an incredible honor, and standing here among so many talented creators we admire is truly humbling.
There's a dog.
What began as a solo passion project couldn't have turned into the game Expedition 33 is today, without the immense dedication of our dev team, our publisher Kepler, the people who believed in us long before anyone else did, and our community who helped us become what we are today. We keep an indie heart and spirit, and we are honored to be recognized alongside so many incredible games. Being an independent studio in this industry is tough enough, and we feel incredibly lucky to be where we are today. So we want to use this opportunity to celebrate the other games our team loved during the year. The other nominees are all fantastic, and we pretty much played and loved all of them, especially Blueprints. But we also gathered a list of our team's favorite indie games this year we want to give a shout out to. Abyssus, Tiny Bookshop, The Seance of Blake Manor, Sword of the Sea, and for our fellow JRPG enjoyers, The 100-Line Last Defense Academy, and Trails in the Sky First Chapter. We're deeply grateful for this moment and incredibly motivated to keep pushing ourselves creatively. Thank you again to the Indie Game Awards for these incredible honors, and thank you all for celebrating with us. Bye-bye.
Bye. But like, it's so fun how they always have the whole team, because at the big game awards too, they had everybody there, which is so fun. Yeah, I love that.
Second annual Indie Game Awards is officially in.
Okay, see, we got too ahead of ourselves, gang. We got too ahead of ourselves. It's over.
Unbelievable presenters.
It's over. Okay, they finished.
Celebrate the scene with us.
Once again,
2 to 3 hours, my ass.
Fellow showcases, journalists, content creators, institutes, organizations, and more who made tonight possible. Thank you. And of course, to our sponsors for believing in the mission of the IGAs.
Finally, thank you all for watching and hopefully cheering along from the comfort of your homes. It hasn't been a good year. We faced countless layoffs and closures driven by corporate greed and the allure of AI, both in development and journalism. The outside world remains a nightmare fueled by war, genocide, and mass starvation. Here at home, families continue to be torn apart, women's rights and freedom of choice remain at risk, and the safety and security of our queer, trans, and BIPOC communities are threatened every day. But you know what? Despite all the bad, we're here together tonight celebrating the good. Keep using your voice to make a positive impact. Don't be afraid to speak out against the real bad eggs who hold way too much power. Don't be afraid to show your support for Gaza and a free Palestine. Don't be afraid to be a loud ally for underrepresented cultures, communities, and people altogether. That voice of yours is what's going to bring out the good. Maybe one day it'll lead us to a future where a game delay is our biggest problem. Wouldn't that be nice?
Sure would. Slowly but surely, though, we'll get there. And if you're angry about anything that he just mentioned, politely read the room. The Indie Game Awards will return in 2026. In the meantime, explore the IGA's Steam event and celebrate the scene well beyond the credits rolling. Until next time, thank you, happy holidays, and keep supporting independent, human-crafted art.
Because the Indie Game Awards stands on business. Hello Games left early because they thought their game release wouldn't win anything. Did that happen? Alright, well there you go. Indie Game Awards 2025 in the books. I thought it was good. I found some new ones too that I gotta go check out. So, as always, thank you 61 Indie. Good show, and don't forget, go play some indies. Go play some indie games, you know? Anyways, there you go. That was it. YouTube, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more indie game content and VODs. And follow me over here on Twitch if you'd like to hang out with us live, twitch.tv/justfailure, and I will catch you guys on the next one. So goodbye, YouTube. Play indie games.